Flight crew, welcome back. Second go around on this flight. Couldn't end and start the week with that type of a sabotage from the paddle. Couldn't do it. I can't allow that to be in our records. So, flight crew, I got another paddle. First off, let's start by saying, what up, what up, what up? Whole different vibe, whole different thing going on. Brand new paddle. We got a different paddle. Should not do that keep pulling up, pulling down thing. So once again, I had to apologize, but I'm too competitive to have that on our record. And to start the week like that, everything was great. Takeoff was great. Transition to the autopilot was great. Coming down was great. Descending was great. Touchdown was great. But then have it sabotaged at the very end. Can't have that on the record. So we're going to do another flight. This flight's not that long at all. We're actually going to go into Puerto Vallarta, what we just flew over. This flight is actually only 24 minutes long. And believe it or not, Airbus 320s, the plane that we're in right now, does the flight. Also, Airbus 321s, our big brother, the longer plane, actually does this flight as well, this actual route. So you tell me you get an Airbus 321s up in the sky. Our altitude's only 20,000 feet, you guys. That's all we're going is 20,000 feet, and then we start to descend, flight crew. So very, very quick flight. And the fact that they do Airbus 321s on this same route, those big boys only getting up to 18,000 to 20,000 feet and descending. I mean, that's a big plane to bring up and down. So with that being said, no roll call because this is going to be a quick flight. Just a quick stream. Just got to get that landing down so we land and start off the week on a good, positive note. That was just sabotage. If we do it on my own, I can accept that. If that was just me doing bad piloting, flight crew, I'll accept it. But we were sabotaged at the end by the paddle. So with this other paddle, let's get in. I kind of changed with the audio a little bit, so you let me guys know in the comments and then in the chat how my volume is with this new paddle. It should be the same. I mean, the volumes were saved, but you never know with the connection and everything. Okay, so sim brief. I have it pulled up. Delta 6242 is always going to be our call sign. We are in Guatemala. Wow. We're in Guadalupe. We are going to take off and go to Puerto Vallarta is where we're going. Time right now is 14:31. We're going off of just Arizona time. Date is January 16th. We're in the Airbus 320 Neo that we're in right now. Oh, come on, sim brief. And like I said, departure time is 14:31. I just went off to the local time here in Arizona. Arrival time is 15:23. Air time sim brief gave us is 24 minutes. I don't know if we can beat 24 minutes because I've never flown this before, so we're definitely going to be flying cautious. So we're probably going to add some minutes to that. 24 minutes. The block time sim brief gave us to finish the flight is 52 minutes. Cruising altitude, 20,000 feet, like I mentioned. Distance we're flying is only 117 nautical miles. That's it, 117. Wind is at 11 knots. Passengers on today's flight is 251 on today's flight. Bulk fuel, 12,128 pounds. Cargo, 8,305 pounds. And payload, 34,730 pounds. Right now in Guadalupe, Guadalajara, oh my goodness. Right now we're going to take off a runway 28 with a transition of, I don't even know how to say this, NOTU, N-O-T-U 1E. And then when we come down in the Puerto Vallarta, we're actually going to do runway 22 is going to be our touchdown. No ILS on this one as well, so we're going to be PAPIs on this, the same as we did going into Guadalajara. Same thing we did going into Guadalajara. We're going to have going on the PAPIs, so same thing going in the Puerto Vallarta. We're going off PAPIs as well. So if we don't see PAPIs or PAPIs are not working, flight crew, we will go on visual at that moment in time, but we should have PAPIs. And then we will go down on runway 22 with the same transition as we have the transition going out since it's such a short flight. We're going to be a NOTU, N-O-T-U 1B on the transition on the way down on runway 22 into Puerto Vallarta. Weather right now we're at 88 degrees. Down here on the ground, we're 88 degrees and partly cloudy. When we go into Puerto Vallarta, we're looking at 94 degrees and partly sunny as well. So we'll look at the clouds going out. There's going to be some clouds going on our takeoff and our climb, and it seems like as well we'll have some clouds on our descend and our approach as well, most likely. So we'll keep an eye on that flight crew. Other than that, flight crew, you guys have been briefed. I've been briefed. Like I said, we're not doing a roll call, so let's get this flight on its way and get a good landing to start the week, since it's our first flight of the week. So once again, turn off our AI pilot. Let's get him off for now. Let's slide over to the middle of the plane. Let's look up. Let's go ahead and hit our external power. Plane's going to boot up with 3 beeps. There's our 3 beeps. Plane is started up. Let's go ahead and light up the console. Perfect. Dome light. Let's get that on. No smoking light comes on now. Seatbelt sign comes on. Nav light, logo light comes on. Beacon light comes on as well. Let's go ahead and start the APU. APU master comes on. APU start comes on. Let's go right out so you can hear it. So look, you guys load the airport. Jetways load and connect all the way through. When we land in here, it didn't connect. Interesting, right? Alright, APU's up, APU's available. Let's hit that APU bleed now. We're going to leave the battery 1, battery 2. Let's leave those off. But let's go ahead and turn on our pumps for our engines. Perfect, let's leave those on. And then let's jump to the captain's seat, to the captain's view. Let's go ahead and turn on our ATC ground unit. Turn the ground on. Let's see what we have. Jetway. Yeah, let's connect the jetway. Perfect. Jetway's going to be connected. Oh, where's JD at? JD. There he is. Coming in. Master alarm. Let's turn that off because the main cabin door is open. Right to left panels. We're going to turn up the displays. Our yellow indicator for us. We already had and went and turned that up. Let's go ahead and turn all this up right here. Just make that bright, and then we'll go ahead and move over to the left side of our panel. Left side, let's make that bright as well. Alright, we don't need this floodlights because it's the middle of the afternoon flight, but we will going to go ahead and illuminate just this whole middle console here. Perfect. Let's slide over here. Train can come out this time. Flight directory comes on. ARC for our map. 10 nautical range out for takeoff. We're going to leave the speed in the managed position because this flight is so short. I don't want to do a controlled climb and take off and overshoot everything because we're going too fast or something. So we're actually going to leave it in the managed position in the speed. So we're heading as well. We're going to leave in the managed position. We'll get our altitude here in a little bit, and our climbing as well. We'll actually leave that in the managed position as well because I don't want to climb too slow or too. Actually, I don't want to climb too slow and be too short or whatever, since this is such a short flight and not enough wiggle room to fix anything that goes wrong. Flight crew, let's leave our climbing in the altitude. Climbing, we'll need that in the managed position as well, and they'll put us exactly where we need to be, so we'll leave that. FMC, let's light everything up here. Alright, plane is set up the way we like it, flight crew. Let's go ahead and get the boarding process started by getting the catering services going. Let's acquire catering services. Let's get that guy on the way. And then let's go ahead and get the baggage crew going. Catering truck has been accepted. Alright, let's get baggage crew going as well. Look at that. CPA 997 taking off. I wish this said where they were going as well. Also, where it took off. Where is it that they're going? Ooh, look at these clouds, flight crew. Look at these. I believe we are departing this way. So I think we're going that way. Is where we're departing. Actually, no. I'm going to apologize. I think we are going this way. So we're going up in those clouds right there. I believe so. Believe so. It's like baggage crew is about ready to start. Catering services getting that up and armed, ready to go. Up and armed. Yeah, looks like they're getting ready up and get that secure. There's that guy. Perfect. Baggage crew. Yeah, those are some gnarly clouds. Like I said, weather right now is 88 degrees and partly sunny. And then going down into Puerto Vallarta, we're looking at 94 degrees, partly sunny as well. But those, if this is to them partly sunny, that is interesting. I say that is cloudy. Let's go ahead and turn on our co-pilot, AI co-pilot. He's good to get our confirmation now when we're ready. Look at that, another takeoff. So I believe we're taking off that way as well. I believe so, just like everybody else is. So yeah, we're going right up into this cloud. It looks like it's probably raining over there on the other side of those mountains. Flight crew, we'll keep an eye out for that. Catering services is wrapping up. Looks like ground services is wrapping up as well. So let's jump back into the captain's seat to the captain view. Let's go up. Zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Let's turn the ATC back on the line. Let's get our GPU disconnected from the plane, which is our power source. Oh, didn't we request it? It says it wasn't even connected. How is that possible when we asked for it? I'm pretty sure we did. Alright, well, we don't need that anymore, so let's disconnect it. Maybe we did not. Maybe that was another flight. Okay. Power is disconnected. We're going to turn off our external power. Get that off as well. We're going to turn on our battery 1 and battery 2 on. APU's up on and holding. Perfect. Let's go back to the captain's seat. Let's do our view, which is just going to be about right. Oh man, flight crew. Right there. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and hit back. AI is going to get our clearance into Puerto Vallarta. See what our altitude is on takeoff. It wants up to 18,000 feet. 18,000 feet, put it in the managed position. Like I said, yeah, 18,000 feet. This is a quick flight. See what our takeoff departure thing. I didn't hear it. AI is repeating it. 1230. 123.000 is our departure frequency. So let's put that in. .123.00 departure frequency. Speed again, managed position. Heading in his managed position. Going up to 18,000 feet, we have that in the managed position. Climbing is in the managed position as well. Looks like we've got the beacon light on, nav light on, logo light, APU, APU master, APU start, APU bleed, perfect. Ground power is off as well. External ground power is disconnected. Let's go ahead and hit our ATC back on the line. Let's get our jetway disconnected from the plane. Main cabin door is now shut. Let's wait for JD to get backed up. JD is cleared. Now let's request our pushback. Pushback has been accepted. Will it show us through the building? It won't show us. We'll just put it right here. Pushback has been connected. Let's come down here, release the parking brake. Positive pushback. Pushback is stopped. Let's go ahead and activate the parking brake. Let's go ahead and hit our engine mode from the normal position to the start position. Ground crew, they're out of the way. They're cleared. They're clearing now. Let's start engine 2. Cleared the taxi. Runway lights come on. Nose light goes to the taxi position. Should have a taxi ribbon. Looks like they want us to go to the left. Engine 1's coming up. It's at 11%. Let's wait for it to get to 12. There's 12%. Gonna have to check the flaps now. Flaps go down to 100%. Spoilers, let's bring those up. Oh, spoilers are up. Flaps. They're moving. Perfect. Go right here for takeoff. Right there. Bring our flaps back up 10% for takeoff and taxi. Spoilers, let's get those armed, ready for takeoff. Engine mode back to the normal position. Taxi brakes on. Nope, we want those on, not on medium. We want those on max. Perfect. APU bleed comes off with the APU master. Turns off the APU available. Where is ground crew? There they are. Thumbs up. Salute. Going to Puerto Vallarta. Let's go. Like I said, they want us to the left, so I'm going to go ahead and give the engine some power now. I'm going to release the parking brake. We have forward momentum. Let's turn the plane. Oh, they want us to do a big circle. Look at that. Big old circle. Okay. We can do that. Zoom out. Puerto Vallarta. We coming. We coming. Guadalajara. Quick little host. Look at the ground texture for a default airport. Look at this. This is better than what we get at some other default airports. We don't get this nice dark yellow line and the dark pavement. This is nice. Yeah, they did a really nice job on this airport. At least on this detail. Look how vibrant the yellow is. Yeah, we don't, I wonder how Cancun pulls up. Cancun. I wonder how Puerto Vallarta pulls up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Goodness. Give this side a shout out. Look at those clouds, man. Secure camera. Right there for takeoff. Jump back in. Oh. My fault. Too much spectating. Yeah. Back on track. Let's reduce the power of our engines a little bit. Let's take those down to about 35%. There we go. Looks like we got a glorious 894. Holding. Looks like we got a, oh, look at that. Coming in 6,000 feet. Yeah, the airports are high up here. Yeah, we sit at what are we sitting at elevation wise? Right there, sitting at 5,000 feet elevation. Well, the airport's sitting at 5,000 feet. I think we have enough momentum and power. Let's go ahead and put the engines in the neutral position. Engines are in the neutral position. Let's go ahead and manually stop the plane. We'll wait for 773 to come in on arrival. Parking brake. Right there. Beauty. Beautiful touchdown. We're moving. Giving the engine some power. Release the parking brake already. We do have forward momentum. Let's go ahead and put the engines in the neutral position. Let's go ahead and stop playing manually. Parking brake set. Roger, Tower, Delta 6242, hold short on runway. Holding short, but let's get our lights ready for takeoff. So we're going to take off our runway lights. Let's turn those off. Let's turn our landing lights, put those in the on position. Nose light, take off position. Wing lights on. And strobe light comes on as well. Roger, Tower, Delta 6242, line up and wait. Alright, they want us to line up and wait. Give the engine some power. I took off the parking brake. We do have momentum. Engine to the neutral position. We've seen this before at other airports. They're going to launch us out of here as soon as we stop. They're going to scream our altimeter and they're going to say, get out of here. Alright, there's lined up. Manually stopping. Parking brake set. There it is. 3015 on the altimeter. Got our lights set already. Roger, Tower. Clear for takeoff. Altimeter 30.15 Delta 6242. Okay. Flight crew, get ready for takeoff. Let's go. Let's go to Puerto Vallarta. Engines, let's put them up to 50%. I mean 40%. 40% in holding. Releasing the parking brake. Parking brake is released. We do have forward momentum. Let's gain a little bit more speed a little bit. There it is. Engines to 50. Engines are at 50 and holding. Going up a life, coming down the same way. Engines flex, look to the right. Knots. 100 knots. 120. 140 V1. Rotating 15 degrees. Positive climb, that's gears up. My plane, following flight plan. Following flight trajectory. Put the throttle in the climb position, looking right. Climb position, perfect. Bring the nose of the plane down. Nice and easy. Bring the nose of the plane down. Flight crew, get ready to transition to the autopilot. We're at 8,000 feet already, transitioning to the autopilot. Autopilot is engaged. Climbing is in the managed position. Perfect. Let's go down here and get our spoilers. Let's get those disarmed now since we do not need those. Speed is in the managed position. We are still flaps 1. Coming up on 9,000 feet. Let's go ahead and go flaps clean. Flaps are clean. 9,500 feet. Let's ring the seatbelt sign one time so we release the crew, prepare for services. And then we're above 10,000 feet, so that's free climb, which means landing lights go to the off position. Nose light goes from take off position to the off position. Wing lights come off now, strobe light stays on, beacon light stays on, nav light and logo light stays on. Seatbelt sign stays on at this time. So the smoking sign. And we are already in the clouds. 10,700 feet. Speed is going up to 325, I believe that's where it's going to put us. 325, we got that in the managed position. Let's look at our product on our takeoff. That's what we look like. Results of our product. Already looks like we hit the clouds, you guys. Alright, let's take it back inside, flight crew. Coming up on 12,000 feet. Managed climb, looks like they got us at 2,000. Looks like we're climbing at 2,400 feet per minute, 2,300 feet per minute. So we would have climbed at 2,500. I mean, I guess I could have done 3,000. Since it's a short flight, we could have climbed 3,000 feet per minute. Could have done that. We could have been safe there. Oh, we just broke some cloud coverage. Not really, but we were at, what, 13,000 feet when we broke that? Breaking through those clouds, you guys. Just passing 15,700 feet, flight crew. Still climbing up to 18,000 feet. Speed looks like we just reached 320 knots. Look at that, just got through the clouds. Look how that opens up. Wow, look at that. Who would have thought? Look at beautiful. I never would have seen this. That is. Let's zoom out. Look what we just flew through that. Just flew through that. Look at that. Jeez. Those are some. Wow. Down this way. Look at all that down there. Beautiful, you guys. Absolutely. All right. 17,900 feet. They wanted us up to 18,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and hit our altimeter 2, standard position. That actually drops us down to 17,700 feet, so it looks like we do need to climb a little bit more so we get to 18,000 feet. Don't forget our cruising altitude is only 20,000 feet. And we're already at 18,000. Roger Tower, climb and maintain flight level 20,000 feet, Delta 6242. Flight crew, the question is, with this being such a short flight, do we take off the fasten the seatbelt sign, or do we leave it on because it's so short? I believe we just leave it on because it's just so short. There's no point. As soon as we get 20,000 feet and touch it, we're going to drop. Managed climb has us climbing at 1,500 feet per minute right now. We're at 19,500 feet, climbing up to our cruising altitude at 20,000 feet. Let's go ahead and start our flight briefing since this is going to be such a short flight. If you just jumped on the stream, welcome. I'm your host, Phoenix Black Knight. This is a quick stream, you guys. Apologize if this is your first time watching. Usually we get more, it's a lot slower pace, get more info, but we had a bad landing on the last video, sabotaged by just a bad paddle, bad joystick. Replaced the paddle, had a smooth takeoff, smooth climb, cruising altitude. Let's get into the flight briefing. We are Delta 6242 if you did not get the morning briefing today. 6242. We just took off from Guadalajara. We're into Puerto Vallarta is where we're going right now. We're in the Airbus 320 Neo. Date is July 16th, 2023. Departure time was at 14:31 in the afternoon. Arrival time is 15:23. SimBrief gave us the air time of 24 minutes, so we got to beat 24 minutes if can get our wheels down. Block time SimBrief gave us to finish the flight is 52 minutes. Cruising altitude is 20,000 feet. We do have the fasten the seatbelt sign on. I don't think there's a reason to take it off because we're just going to descend very quickly. Distance we're flying is 117 nautical miles. Wind is at 11 knots. We have 151 passengers on today's flight. And our bulk fuel is 12,128 pounds, and payload is 34,730 pounds. When we were down in Guadalajara, we took off a runway 28 with the transition of NOTU1. That is NUTA, I believe. Then when we go wheels down into Puerto Vallarta, they want us down on runway 22 with the transition of NOTA as well, NOTU1B. Same transition is going out as it is coming down. So. And weather, when we took off of, when we left Guadalajara, it was 88 degrees, partly sunny. We would say that was completely cloudy. You saw the clouds when we took out of there, so I would put that as a cloudy actually. When we go down into Puerto Vallarta, they actually expect 94 degrees and partly cloudy as well into, partly sunny is what it says, partly sunny into Puerto Vallarta. Well, that is it, you guys. That is the flight briefing. You guys have been briefed. I've been briefed. I'm, as always, going to go hit chat. This is going to be a very short cruise. I'm surprised they haven't started descending us now already. But yeah, this is a speed right now. We're actually going 240 knots. So we dropped our speed down because there's no way we will go 240 at cruising altitude. We usually go about 335. So we definitely would have shot over or something. So I'm glad we got this in the managed position. So right now we're holding 240 knots. That puts us ground speed wise. That puts us at, looks like 346 miles per hour, 345 miles per hour right now, sitting at 240 knots at 20,000 feet. So I was gonna say, so anyway, squirrel. Usually I go on mute in this time and hit the chat, but since this is such a short flight, it should descend any minute. We'll go ahead and I'll just be live on the mic. Take it outside. Look at that. Oh, there it is. They already want us down to 10,000. Roger, tower. Descend to maintain flight level 10,000 feet. Delta 6242. Oh, there you go. They got back to me. 17,000 they want now. Roger, tower. Descend to maintain flight level 17,000 feet. Delta 6242. Alright, descending down to 17,000 feet. That is one quick flight. And they have, like I said, flight crew, they have the Airbus 321 Neos that do this exact same ride. Go look it up on FlightWare. Yeah, go look it up on FlightWare. Airbus 321, big brother of this plane, the longer one, does this same route. Goes up to 20,000 feet, drops down. Crazy they can feel that plane for this short of flight. out of Guadalajara into Puerto Vallarta. That is crazy. Just past 17,600 feet, still descending down to 17,000 feet. Got the speed in the managed position. We still got our altimeter down in the standard position until told otherwise. Headings in the managed position, and we also have climb descend on the managed position. They want us down to 13,000 feet now. Roger Tower, descend to maintain flight level 13,000 feet, Delta 6242. No need to have a nautical range out to 20. I mean, look at that, you guys. We are easily within 60 nautical miles, and this flight is done. Right there, flight crew. Easily within. That is one short flight. Good to know if we ever need to just practice anything, we can come here and be done in 24 minutes. Passing 15,500 feet, still descending down to 13,000 feet. Look at this terrain. Look at this terrain coming up in front of us. Wind right now is blowing from our tail to the front of our nose. We don't like it when it blows that way. It always doesn't let us down. And it's holding at 22, 23 knots right now. 22, 23 knots at the wind, blowing from our tail to the nose of the plane. Just past 13,400 feet, coming up to 13,000 feet. Roger Tower, descend to maintain flight level 9,000 feet, keep speed not above 250 knots, Delta 6242. They don't want to speed above 250 knots. Managed speeds got us at 240 right now, 243. Once we get to 9,000 feet, I'm going to go ahead and go flaps 1. At that time, since this is such a short approach. And we already know the airport in Guadalajara sits at 5,000 feet. Nautical range, we're at 20. Turn it into 10. Looks like our speed is dropping as well. We were going 240. Looks like we're dropping. Looks like it's gonna go where this. It's about what is that? 210. Let's go ahead and drop that since it wants us there. That means we got to be flaps 1. So let's go flaps 1 on that. Just passing 11,000 feet. As soon as we get to 10,500 feet, we'll light it up. $10,500 feet, light it up. Landing lights. Let's put those on the on position. Nose light goes to the takeoff position. Turn the wing lights on. Strobe light stays on. Beacon light stays on. Nav light, logo light stays on. Seatbelt sign is on, and no smoking sign is on. And flight crew, we have not had one time when the camera's gone up or down by itself. This paddle is already holding strong. 9,700 feet, still descending down to 9,000 feet. Speed we are holding dropped us down to 200 knots right now. Man, his speed's got us at 200 knots. Look at this. Look at the terrain. I thought this would be all flat. I don't know why. They want us down to 6,000 feet. Roger, tower. Descend and maintain flight level 6,000 feet, Delta 6242. 6,000 feet. When we get to 6,000 feet, I'm going to go ahead and hit speed flaps. I'm going to go ahead and go flaps 2. Yeah, because we should be on approach. And that should drop our speed back as well. I don't like doing manage speed. I like being in control of our on our descent speed. So flaps 2 should take us down to, I don't know, 180. Oh, now we're contacting approach, and we should be, and we're holding 200 knots. I like being 200 on the approach. We're okay. Puerto Vallarta approach Delta 6242, descending down to 6,000 feet from 7,800 feet. Roger, approach altimeter 29.85. Altimeter. Oh. Roger, tower, descend to maintain flight level 4,600 feet. Delta 6242. They threw a lot at us right there. Altimeter 29.85, then they want us to down to 4,600 feet. We are still going 200 knots. That is still close on the approach. I'm going to hit the approach. Since we're already at 4,600 feet, I'm going to hit the approach on that. We're descending down. We just passed 6,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and pull our flaps back to flaps 2. That's going to drop our speed down. Where does that put us? That puts us right above 180, which is okay. Oh man, look how green that is. That is how did they get the 321 down here this quick? 5,000 feet, still descending down to 4,600. Speed is reducing down to almost 180 knots. Alright, I'm going to go flaps 3. Where are we at? 4,900. Yep, that's close enough. Flaps 3. They want us down to 3,000 feet now. Roger, tower. Descend to maintain flight level of 3,000 feet, Delta 6242. Alright, 6,000. They want us down to 3,000 feet, and we are not descending right now. So I'm going to take over that and say we're going to descend at 1,500 feet per minute manually. Perfect. Holding 180 knots. We are flaps 3. Do not know why that was not going down after we entered it. So we'll manually do it, no problem. Got our approach on as well. Approach is activated. I don't know if we'll have a glide slope. Not 100% sure on that. I know we don't have a localizer. I know where Pappy's going in. So that, I'm not sure. So we'll start our glide slope by ourselves, and if there is one, it will capture and pick us up. And if there is not one, we'll have to go Pappy's in, or if Pappy's are not available, flight crew, we will go visual. But we'll at least start our glide slope about 700 feet per minute descend. Right now we're at 1,500 feet, descending down to 3,000 feet. Oh, contact the tower. There we go. Start our glide slope. We're going to pull back to 135 knots. Flaps full. Roger, Puerto Vallarta Tower, clear to approach. Alright, we're clear to approach. I'm going to hit 700 feet per minute to descend. Start our glide slope. See where that puts us. Like I said, if there is a glide slope, we will be captured and we'll catch up to it. If not, we'll visualize where we're at that time with our 700 feet. 700 feet per minute descent. We're going to hold our speed at 135 knots. I want to show you guys what it's like to land on 135 knots. Since we messed it up on the last video, last stream approach, we're going to hold 135 knots. There we go. Let's move this. You can see the gears come down. Perfect. Where is our runway? 2,500 from the ground check. Right now we're still descending at 700 feet per minute. We have not caught any glide slope. Runway, I believe, is right there. So this may have to take this over a little earlier the signal manually. Let's see. Nope, there's our glide slope right there. Perfect. Glide slope has been captured. It's pulling us down to 1,700 feet per minute right now. 1,900 feet from the ground. Roger, tower, cleared the land. Delta 6242. Yeah, the giver declares the land. So keep our speed in 135 knots. We're going to keep that there. We already pulled our throttle back. Nope, we did not. Let's pull it back now. That way we do our reverses. We didn't do that on the last stream too, and I think that contributed to it. Gears down. Gears are down. A little bit shaky coming in. See it right there. You can see the reversers. Let's go auto brakes. We're going to put those on medium. Coming up, we're going to put our runway lights on. And then as well, spoilers. Let's get those up and on as well. Perfect. 1,000. 1,000 feet. Whew. We're going to take over the plane. Where is the runway, you guys? Is that it right there? That's the runway. 1,000 feet, my plane. See on the ground? Continue. I see 2 red, 2 white, 3 red.
400.
Continue.
300.
Check. Oh man, we are sideways. 200. Continue.
100. 60. 50.
Go. Reversers. Nice. That's how it should have landed, and that's how we should have landed without the reversers off. Reverser stow. Turn next taxiway. We're going to hit this right here, you guys. Look at that. That's what happens when we don't have sabotage by a paddle. That's how we should land. I am very confident leaving on that note. Flight crew, welcome down. Puerto Vallarta. If you didn't join us on this stream, I hope you get it on YouTube or on the cashback. That is a healthy paddle. Let's go to a slow, let's turn down our engine right there. Parking brake set. Runway lights stay on. Landing lights, put those in the restricted position. Nose light is in the taxi position now. Wing lights come off. Strobe light comes off. Beacon light stays on. Nav light, lower light stays on. Seatbelt sign still stays on. Smoking sign still stays on. Flight directory off. Let's clean the flaps up. Flap goes to 10% for takeoff. And taxi. Spoilers, let's get those disarmed. Taxi brake, let's turn that on. APU bleed comes on. APU master comes on. APU start comes on. ATC's on the line. Ground services. Actually, request taxi to gate. There it is. Engine power, releasing parking brake. Flight crew. That, I am happy starting the week with that landing right there. Thank you. Puerto Vallarta. Sorry about I'm sorry about Guadalajara. That was just the table, the paddle. But hey, we did it. We're in Puerto Vallarta. Literally, I'm really excited about what our time is. Just stopping our stopwatch, 27 minutes. Look at that, flight crew, 27 minutes already. Just up, wheels up from our takeoff to now. 27-minute flight. In an Airbus 320 Neo that is made, the route is made for this plane. And 321 Neos. That's crazy. That is crazy. Where are we? It looks like we're right. No, what's that thing? Nice. Radar. Do a hold position. Roger tower. Hold position Delta 636442. Alright, they want us hold position. I'm betting because of that. Well, then they told Delta 1838 to hold position. Well, then we're going then. If you told them to hold, we're going. Hold position Delta 1838. Perfect. That means we're going. And this is us to the right. They got us in here on a sharp turn. Woo. What the? Where do they want us to put the plane? Yeah, we gotta go clear over here. Woo. What up? Hello. 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 Hi. How are you? Cool. We're gonna stop there because that's where the jetway stops. That's weird. Engines to the neutral position. Clean the flaps up. 0%. Runway lights come off. Nose light comes off. Beacon light comes off. Nav light comes off. Seatbelt sign comes off. Ladies and gentlemen, flight crew, welcome down. Puerto Vallarta. We made it. That is how a landing's supposed to be. Sorry to emphasize, but it really is. It really bothered me that we couldn't do that. Engine one's come off. Shut down engine 1 so we can get the jetway connected. It's at 30%. Let's get it down to 20. Hopefully our calculation comes up. All right, there's 20%. Killing engine 2. And it did not pop. Oh, it did. Yeah, it worked. 24 minutes, 49 seconds, flight crew. That is one short flight. Once again, let's go see what Simbrief said. Simbrief said we had to beat 24 minutes. Simbrief said 24 minutes airtime, 52 minutes block time. We were 24 minutes, 49 seconds right on time, and that was with managed speed. So there's no way for me to speed that up or slow that down. So that was exactly right. 24 minutes. That is, I like that flight. Well, I'll have to remember that if we ever need to practice anything, that we can literally get up and down in 24 minutes on that flight. Well, flight crew, that's it for me. I'm happy leaving on that note on a Sunday. Sorry about the first one, but at least we know it was the paddle. Great landing on the second one. Yeah, with that, I'm easy to sleep at night. and I can rest easy. And I will see you guys on our schedule tomorrow, where we're leaving out of either Puerto Vallarta or we'll go back and leave out of Guadalajara. I haven't decided yet which one, because this was just a thrown in right here. We'll see. But I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Until then, have a great Sunday night. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Phoenix Black Knight, I'm logging off. See you guys later.